Are you afraid of going broke though?
Am I afraid
Based
of going
on
broke?
because of your
No.
background.
No, I'm not afraid of going broke because I know I will bounce back. I have gone broke many times.
Items, put them in a cage, or put like a TV.
Put the TV in the cage. And it's very funny how there are girls on Tinder who are looking for just a one-night stand. But why do they always want to go for the ones who are looking for something serious?
Maybe the ones that want to hook up someone. Welcome to another episode of Sounds Good Enough. Today I have a very, very special guest, someone who lives in the heights of Joburg, up above the sky, looking, there's a very nice view in here. Her name is Denisile, aka Q, right?
Yes, Q.
Yeah. For the people who are watching who would like to know, who is Q?
Q is an entrepreneur. I am an Airbnb host and I'm also an Airbnb coach. So I teach people how to do Airbnb without owning property. That's how I've made a name for myself here in SA. That's pretty much.
Okay, what actually got you into property arbitrage, right? That's how you say it.
That's one
I
of
struggle with that word, eh?
That's one of the words. Rental arbitrage. Yes, yeah. I was broke. I was hungry. I was tired.
That's actually a good reason,
being broke.
to start eating.
Honestly, it's a big motivator.
Yeah.
And so I've always been very entrepreneurial. I was running another business before this one.
Yeah.
And it crashed and it left me homeless, broke, in debt, just in a very bad space.
Sure.
Yeah. So
that's the crazy part is people don't get to know those kind of stories. They see someone, success, and they're like, oh, they probably had it so easy.
The many what do you call them? Speculations as to how I'm here. It's ridiculous. There's some people who will say, well, she has a sugar daddy, or I come from a very wealthy background.
Yeah,
all sorts of nonsense. But no, I just worked really hard. Like I said, my business had failed and I was broke, and I happened to find, here in Joburg, you have those companies that have these specials with rentals. First month's rent is free, and then you just pay 50% of the deposit.
Yep.
So I borrowed 4,000 Rand. I didn't even have that 4,000. Sure. I borrowed 4,000 Rand to pay that deposit. Got an apartment, had similar floor-to-ceiling windows like this, but not the standard. The rent was very cheap. And I started furnishing it because I was working with some company. They were paying me a little bit. And I was buying furniture from Facebook Marketplace. And it was looking nice because...
But you have to start somewhere.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah.
It was looking decent because I studied interior design, actually. And someone came over and was like, hey, this place actually looks really nice, like a hotel.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, actually, what if we make it like a hotel? And I went downstairs, I spoke to building management, and they gave me permission to start with the Airbnb. Now, I always knew about Airbnb, but I didn't know that you can... I never considered putting my space on it because I didn't own it. But that day, I was broke and hungry, and I just thought, let me try. And I did, and 2 days later, I got my first guest. And that's
so
how it worked.
What were you doing before, you actually ventured into the property space?
I was a CMT.
CMT, what's CMT?
So fashion. So clothing manufacturing. So let's say you want to start your brand and you want to make these shirts. Okay. So we will manufacture them and then we put your label in it. So they also call it white labeling.
Oh, okay. So you would actually get the supply, the t-shirts, and then...
No, we were making them.
Or you'd make them?
Manufacturing. I had a smaller nana studio with machines and a team and everything, and it crashed. I was just...
No, you definitely do business, eh? In the sense of taking that kind of risk, because most people when they do businesses, it's calculated. It's like if I lose money, it is what it is, But you jump in.
I dive.
Yeah.
Dive head first.
Yeah, and in speaking to that though, aren't you afraid of especially with the Airbnb thing, people might just come in and take whatever it is that your furniture steal.
It is a risk. It is. And we've had incidences where things have been stolen. They stole my 55-inch TV.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the worst of it. I've had curtains stolen. I've had spoons stolen. I've had furniture broken. But Airbnb does at least have an insurance. They cover us for such things.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's Airbnb. But unfortunately, with the TV, that person booked on Booking.com. And they don't have that. So it was a loss.
Yeah.
But we obviously have insurance and stuff.
But how do you deal with it? Like, do you try to track them down? Because obviously
keep pushing. What are you going to do?
Really?
Also, even in this country,
like
even
a
if you report
8K TV gone and you keep pushing.
We just gotta keep pushing. Honestly, I did file a report, but our police department. Literally, I got an SMS. I think it was a week after I had reported it, and they were like, "Case closed." That's it. Case closed. My TV is still missing. Nothing. Mind you, the TikTok detectives are the ones who found this. So I had footage, like a picture of him. They found his ID number, his address, his phone number.
You're lying.
I took this to the police. I said, listen, here is the guy.
There was proof, everything.
Still nothing. The TikTok detectives found him.
They didn't want to help him.
They really didn't.
Do you think, though, it's like because you're a woman, like if there was more of a man going there, like, hey, Baba, this is what's happening.
I was trying to be a man there,
I
was fighting and screaming and trying to assert my dominance.
Yeah.
Maybe that backfired.
Maybe that's why. Like, yes, that's what I mean.
So.
Like, if you were a guy coming there and doing the exact same thing,
it would have been sorted, exactly. But I don't know. I just kept pushing, honestly.
I don't know. It's fine. But, I mean, like, in the long run, don't you have ways that you want to maybe protect yourself? Maybe like put trackers on some of these items, put them in a cage, or put like a TV.
Put the TV in the cage.
Yeah, like
that doesn't look good. That doesn't look aesthetically.
But like something.
I know those things.
Yeah, that actually keep them.
Look good.
You don't think so?
Mm-mm.
It's like nice, mounted.
Mounted is fine, yes. Yeah, mounted is fine. We mount them now. That's the best we can do.
Put like an electrical thing to charge them.
No, it's not. I mean, it's just a TV. It's all right.
Yeah.
It's not all right, but we bounce back from it.
Yeah, okay. So going back into the whole, people thinking that you get your money from sugar daddies and all
I wish that was the case, though.
Like what?
Like, I wish I had a sugar daddy. Like, it would be so much easier.
At least, the rumors were actually true. You'd sleep.
Not sleeping with them.
No, not sleep with them. Like sleep in peace. No, that's actually true. That,
with the business, there's so many ups and downs, and there's times when things are really good, and then there's times when things are really bad, and you have to grind throughout all of that. At least if I had a sugar daddy, when times are bad, I'd be like, yeah, it's all right, But I don't, and also it's not because I don't have the options. They are offering, but I think my problem is I talk back too much. If you have a sugar daddy, you have to be like yes,
yeah,
baba,
yeah.
Tech.
Why don't you train yourself to be more?
Nah, I think I'll choose my boss babe struggle. Yeah, I choose this one because that's also a struggle of its own. I actually, those girls they have something I don't have, and it's a certain. What is begazela in English?
To begazela.
They have a begazela-ness about them. I cannot. Yeah. I can't just back down with you telling me nonsense, and I'm just supposed to be okay with it because you're providing for me. No, I can deal with my own nonsense because I know I'm the provider. But I wish, it would make things easier sometimes.
But do you think that's a good thing, though, to have, especially with like men? We don't like it when like women are more,
independent,
bossy type
it's
of thing.
It's not a good thing. It's really not, and I think that's why I've been single for this long. My helper, Miss T, she's always telling me the reason why I don't have a man is because I am a man. And I get where she's coming from. I really do. It's because I'm very, not that I'm always fighting or I'm always aggressive. I'm hardly that way. But I think because I'm very much. I'll figure it out on my own. So I don't ask for help a lot. If I'm on a date. Like that, though? I think it does have something to do with my background. It does. I had to be very independent from a very early age. Because I don't have parents. I grew up in an orphanage. Oh. And when there's so many other kids and only one house mother or two house mothers, you don't get a lot of attention, especially even in times when you need it. So you do find yourself fending for yourself a lot. And I think that made me tap into my inner masculine. And I need a man to come and take me out of it. But
Yeah, but it's so ingrained in you that to change it now, it's a bit difficult. But maybe because you offer classes, have you also thought of taking a
femininity class?
I don't know.
Maybe I just haven't come across a good one, because most of these ones are just teaching you how to get money out of men, how to... That's not the point.
That's
I'm just trying to be
you already have the
a
money,
bit
now you want
feminine,
to be
feminine. But I do think that when I meet the right man, I think I'll naturally step into my feminine. But I just haven't met that person yet.
So you think like all the guys you've met are not, dominant enough?
You're the one saying it, not me. Don't put words in my
mouth. I'm just asking. It's a question.
Hey guys, I hope you're still enjoying the episode. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, and do all the good YouTube stuff. But without wasting any time, let's get back to the video.
I haven't met a guy who makes me feel or has put me into my feminine, because I'm still out here fending for myself and certain things. Like, I need a man who's gonna plan the dates. He just tells me, be ready at 7, I'll be outside. Now these ones are saying, where are we going? When am I seeing you? Nonsense.
No. I always get so confused about what you're saying now.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Because obviously you want to be respectful. You don't want to just assume that someone is free for you to take them out on the Friday. So obviously you want to ask them, what are they doing on that day?
The day you can ask, are you free on Friday? Then I say, yes, I am. Okay, then you're going to say something like, be ready at 7. I'll pick you up. I'm taking you to this place. So you plan everything. Don't ask me, where would you like to go? Or if you do want to ask me, you can say, okay, this place and this place.
I get that point.
This place and this place. You know what I mean? Or maybe you can start with, do you have any dietary preferences or, things that you don't eat? Nah? Then I tell you. Then you're going to choose
an interview, miss.
I'm teaching you Masterclass. This is how you approach me. You're going to tell me.
Yeah.
Okay, so, this place and this place, which one would you prefer? You know what I mean? Like, take some leadership in this. It's just like, I don't know, guys don't really seem to make an effort these days. And that's so...
I get it with, because even with me, like, I do ask, like, when are you free?
Yes.
But obviously... I say this knowing where we actually want us to go. Like, when are you free? Oh, I'm free. I'm like, okay, there's this new restaurant just open.
You see, I like
Let's
that.
go. Yeah. But, okay. No, but I don't know. Maybe you should also teach guys.
No. That's one thing I will not teach. I remember my ex we had this fight. He would always tell me, you just want a ready-made man. I'm like, yes, why not?
But there isn't anyone ready-made. Because wouldn't you argue that you also...
perfect. It doesn't mean perfect. But I'm not willing to be building from the ground. And I'm teaching you how to communicate. I'm teaching you how to show affection and how to be loving and
to
how
open
to...
the door.
Oh, wow, my brother, please. At your big age.
But
you watch movies,
maybe
you
that
see
person
this
grew up in an area where
at his big age.
It was supposed to be like that.
There's certain things that we're obviously going to differ with, just because of our background there. But basic things like dating etiquette, basic entry level, asking a woman out on a date, I cannot be teaching you that. Basic communication, I cannot be teaching. No. Okay, maybe some other lady will have more patience with that. Not me.
Okay, no, but speaking about, you have on your Instagram, you have a pinned application for
my dating resume.
Yeah, dating resume. Yes. What is that about? Like, what actually inspires it? Because of this whole experience you've had?
Yeah, I've been single for a very long time. It's 3 years, going on to 4 years now. And I've been on Tinder and all the other apps, the Bumbles, the Hinges, the Doos.
Those things work, though.
Yes, they do work. My ex found the love of his life. They are now together from Tinder. Oh. They're even having a baby. Beautiful things. So I do think it works.
I feel like, though, it takes away the genuine, I met someone in the streets, or I met them at a party, I met them at a gala dinner.
No, we met on Tinder, and I think it can still work. There's a lot of people who found marriages from Tinder.
Really?
Yes, but there's more of us who are just struggling it.
Oh, but I don't know. I just feel like Tinder and all those things are just for quick
No. No, I think that, you have a bio section. You can state what you're looking for. And sometimes people are looking for serious relationships, whereas other people are just looking to hook up. It's up to you to decide.
You don't think people lie, though?
No, they do lie. But we obviously can see right through it. If if a guy says...
So what if like, I come with the lover boy method where I'm like, I'm everything that you want me to be.
Okay.
As soon as I get what I want.
Dip. Right, but that's they show those signs. Usually they'll say on the bio, they'll lie and say they're looking for something serious, right? And then the first date is going to be, oh, you can come over to my place. Excuse me.
No. That's why I said like the lover boy method where I go take you out on a date, all of that.
So you have time to waste, eh? They don't have this type of time. They don't. Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I do think maybe like some people do it in that way, and maybe we just never experience.
I'm glad I haven't then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But also with that, like inviting someone over to your place, why is that bad though?
Why is it bad?
Because like obviously, let's say like now I invite you, I cook for you, I do everything is proper, like music, everything is great, and it's more intimate. We can actually get to know each other better than in a restaurant where I have to kind of put on like a facade and it's uncomfortable. Now the guy there is like scared.
Surely you cannot be intimidated by restaurants. No, sir. I think it's just out of respect. I think if it's the first date and you're looking for something serious and she's looking for something serious, then out of respect, I would say it's better to have a date in a public setting. Also to protect yourself. You don't know who you're inviting into your space. How do you know she's not crazy and she's going to steal your TV?
True, but
know.
How do I know that she's not waiting somewhere at that restaurant with some guys ready to tell them that, hey, we're done with the dinner date. He's in a whatever car.
I don't know.
That as well.
It's unlikely, but I'm just saying the risk is higher coming at
having
to
someone
her place,
to come to your place.
But obviously, the danger part is not the biggest issue here. Mostly, it's the fact that these men are just looking for a quick fix, and they just bring girls over. And it's very funny how there are girls on Tinder who are looking for just a one-night stand. But why do they always want to go for the ones who are looking for something serious?
Maybe the ones that want to hook up.
Just leave it there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So, but do you feel like because of your success with the property industry, that also maybe intimidates guys as well?
Yeah.
Maybe they might feel like, oh, she's successful. And sometimes even if you're not being disrespectful, but because guys, we have very fragile, I know it. We do. We're very fragile egos. Maybe you might feel like, I don't know why she
a little bit. I don't
talking
think
to me like this.
I don't think that's too much the case. What I've been experiencing is one of two things. Either the guy is a leech. They only want to come in to get benefits, or there was this one guy in particular. Oh, I'm so sad about this. Like, I really liked him, man. I thought it was gonna work out. He was my type. He ticked all the boxes except his car was a bit. I didn't like his car, but everything else was.
Wait, so everything was fine except for the car he was driving?
The car was big, man.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe it wasn't a nice car.
No, it wasn't nice. It was big, but like a Mahindra. You know those buckies? Mahindra. You see the one that you have to climb with a ladder to get inside?
Guys, we can't win. We drive a Mahindra. They say you must get a car. You get a car, it's a Mahindra. It's still bad. It's like,
so
what do you guys want?
I had to jump out that car with a parachute. This parachute. It was so high. When I'm driving, I'm looking on top of people's cars. Like I'm fly surfing.
Whoever the guy is, I'm sorry, man. But
I liked him. He was.
Your car is nice, my guy.
No, it's not.
Don't let them tell you.
I even asked him, "Is this your work car?" Yeah.
And you were wrong with it.
But anyways, the car wasn't the issue. So he was really nice, and he was even my type. Did you see the type requirements? I like white men. He was a white man. He was tall. Played basketball. It was nice. And then we went on, I think, 4 dates. And on the 5th one, I said, okay, come over and let me make you dinner. Right? So I didn't make the dinner. I bought some stuff from Woolies and then I pretended like I made it. He was very impressed. He was so impressed. And then, after he saw my place, he never came back.
But can you make dinner?
No, I can't cook. My point is, he didn't come back after I showed him my place.
He probably figured it out.
He figured what out?
That, hey, you didn't cook this food. I recognize this food.
No. He didn't recognize it. He was even, he really thought I made that food. But I think he was intimidated by my place. And
when he saw your place,
he never came back. He just ghosted me.
So even with the Mahindra that you could, tolerate.
I was
even
gonna,
with the,
that's something you can fix. You can always say, hey babe, listen. Look
maybe
what I thought.
Maybe that's what he was afraid of. Maybe he thought, like, he saw your place, like, oh, it's fancy. He saw his car, and he's like, this is probably not gonna work.
This was the 4th date. Now this is the 5th date, actually.
Yeah. Maybe he had some time to think about it.
I had seen the car. I was even getting used to it.
Did you see his place?
No, I never saw his place.
Maybe that's why he didn't bring you to his place.
Okay.
Hey, it happens. Yeah, we guys are fragile. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
We're very fragile. That's why.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we stay away from the rich hunts.
Okay, I wish that people wouldn't just assume, Like, I think maybe he thought I'm gonna be high maintenance.
Why don't you think also it's good for you to also have that conversation to start with, based on the fact that you've experienced this kind of before? Like to say, hey...
What, on the first date?
Not on the first date, but I mean, you went on like 5 dates.
Yeah.
You're on the 3rd one. You say...
No, I just wanted him to just get to know me. And I just wanted to get to know him as a person,
Yeah, but I honestly believe that it's best to just set things that are always like an issue from the get-go.
Okay.
So someone knows already, like, hey, this is what they're getting themselves into before they even get into it.
I mean, I guess.
Yeah, it's just something you should look into. But you find it difficult though to like juggling everything, your public life, the properties, and the masterclass. Anyways, tell us more about the masterclass.
So the masterclass is on how to do Airbnb without owning property.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm actually switching over to putting the classes on YouTube now. Just because, there's a lot on my plate at the moment, and time is a problem sometimes. So that will be available on YouTube very soon. Because I think we are spending a lot more time doing the interior design stuff, and that's quite time consuming. So the classes will be available on my membership on my YouTube channel.
Okay, so but currently now, how exactly do they operate?
In what sense?
And like when someone wants to join your classes, do they pay a fee?
Oh yes. So they just need to reach out on Instagram, send me a DM. My Instagram handle, I guess we'll leave it down here.
The description,
in the description. Just send me a DM requesting to join the masterclass. It's 250 Rand once off. We'll send you all the details.
Okay, but do you have any like successful stories that people can look into? And
Too many success stories. Just go onto my Instagram. The little highlights. Yes. So there's 2 of them. They're both called Masterclass, and I just keep records of all the students who found success in starting their Airbnbs.
But have you ever had like a student that came back to you later on and said like, "Oh, I want my money back. Your place doesn't work."
No, she didn't say it doesn't work. This one girl, she joined the class a while back, and after the class, she was like, "I'm so disappointed. You didn't teach me anything new. I had already done all my research on the internet and nothing was new." I was like, I can't just make shit up.
Yeah.
Like the way you do it is the way you do it. So whether you're choosing to learn from me or you're trying to learn from YouTube and maybe other teachers, we're all going to say the same thing.
You feel like people come in with expectations that they might find some secret that you are hiding that you can't find in the internet. On the internet.
I mean, I do give some secrets. There are some one or two secrets. But I think maybe she already knew those secrets, and then she was let down that I didn't have any other like
anything to add to her plate.
To her plate. But I'm like, what I'm giving you is working. It's working for me. It's working for thousands of other people. So that's the way to do it. Now she just needs to put in the effort in doing what she knows to do now. I don't know if she was maybe looking for a shortcut, because there's no shortcut.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm like, when I say secret, maybe she was looking for just an easy way to do it.
Yeah, I know.
That you can just
no. This thing is not easy at all. There are students who joined the very first class, the first one, and they still don't have their properties. For a lot of different factors. Sometimes it's just luck, and you maybe are in a good, within a good circle of people who will give you these properties very easily. Maybe time constraints. Maybe you're very busy and you don't really have time to dedicate to this, finding properties properly. So different people will find their properties at different places. There was one girl who shocked me. She joined on the Sunday. She found her first property on Monday. It was crazy. Crazy.
Maybe she had some connections already.
I think it's connections, yes. So a lot of things are different. Also, communication is another thing that's very big. I've seen some of the students' approaches to landlords and stuff, and it kind of makes sense why they haven't gotten a yes yet. Other people are just really good at selling themselves and selling anything. So they would obviously find properties much faster than others. So it's different. So a lot of times when people ask me, how long is it going to take me to find properties? I don't give a timeline.
Do you need money to start, though?
No, you don't necessarily need money. Because in the class, I'm going to teach 2 different ways to do it. And one of them requires capital, whereas the other one is absolutely free.
But
I'm not giving you any
which one
secrets.
would you say actually works best?
Both. Yeah, they have their pros and cons. So the one that requires capital is a lot more responsibility. But the returns are higher. Whereas the one that doesn't require capital does take longer to find, but it's stress-free once you've gotten it, because there's no investment from your side. There's not much commitment from your side. The returns can be good, just depending on which property you find and how much you list it for. But yeah, they both are good.
As someone who is busy doing all of this, do you ever find free time to just, be yourself and do other things besides this?
I don't know how to relax, to be honest. I've just always been a hustler from a young age. I think because of my background, having to fend for myself, being hyper independent, I don't know how to relax. And I think only now, or I'm now stepping into trying to live and not just trying to survive. You know what I mean? So I have started traveling quite a bit, and I really enjoy that, seeing the world. I think that's the best that I can do in terms of trying to relax my free time. But other than that, I'm working.
How's that though, traveling? Because I actually want to go to New York next year.
You should.
Actually check it out. So everyone I ask about traveling, they say it's the best thing you could ever do.
It is. I think it's the best way to spend your money. If you've got it, go and travel. Definitely. Okay. But if you're going to travel, I would definitely recommend go with someone, who's going to be fun.
Wouldn't you go alone though as well?
I have.
Would you go on a solo trip?
I have traveled alone. It wasn't as nice as when I had company.
How so?
When you have someone with you, you're more likely to just risk it and just go places and just do things. Whereas when you by yourself,
when you're alone, you're thinking about all the risks and things that could happen.
Like London, when I went to London, I was alone, and I did find company there, but for the most part, I was alone, and I feel like I didn't get as much out of that trip as I would have if I had gone with people.
Apparently, the spaces there are very tiny.
I'm so upset. The hotel, it was here. It was so expensive, and it was here. I'm so upset. But yeah, they are very small spaces. But it's a beautiful country. It's a beautiful city.
So you just don't stay indoors. You must explore as much as you can, because you're not going to enjoy the indoors. No, because my mom actually went, what is it? a few years ago. When she came back, she was complaining. She's like, "Yo, it's so small.
It's very
The
small.
places are so tiny." I'm like, "Eh."
Even the stairway to my hotel room. Goodness.
It's crazy that you wouldn't think you'd get, but I mean, it's a big city. There's probably a lot of people there.
Yeah.
Are you afraid of going broke though?
Am I afraid
Based
of going
on-
broke?
Because of your
no.
background.
No, I'm not afraid of going broke because I know I will bounce back. I have gone broke many times.
No, I believe you. I definitely believe you. I don't know if based on what you said today, you definitely strike me as someone who is fell and got up
again.
fell
Yep.
and got up again, and so. And I think the more you do it, it becomes easier because you know, like, okay, I fell here, I can easily come back, you know. But aren't you afraid that maybe you might, fall and it takes like a long time for you to bounce back as well?
No, I haven't really thought of that.
I'm saying this because of, like, obviously we have students and some people might put in all their money into this whole the property thing, and then they might lose a lot of money, and they might not be able to handle it the way you handle it because obviously their background are different.
I think for me, the only reason why I don't often take very long to bounce back from things is because I take risks. I'm not afraid to take risks. And I know other people are. They want to have all the answers first and all, for me, I just go with it. Like even this Airbnb thing, it wasn't planned. It fell on my lap. I took it, I ran with it, and it worked.
Yeah.
The design thing as well fell on my lap. I ran with it. It was COVID, and I had a sewing machine in my place, and I saw people making masks. So I was like, oh, let me make masks as well. And then that progressed to making medical scrubs, to making tracksuits. It grows. So I just do. I think that's the reason why I don't, take too long to bounce back, is because I don't wait.
Believe in just doing it.
Until I have all the answers before I start something. I just go.
True. No. With you being on social media, right? There's quite a lot of things that happen in there. There's quite a lot of things that people might say about you.
Yeah.
And we're kind of having a conversation earlier on about, someone that apparently, put you under the bus, put you into hot waters. Do you want to talk a little more about that?
Well, you have to ask me questions and then I respond to the questions. I don't want to give people airtime. This is my interview. They must get their own one.
Yeah.
But you can ask me questions, I'll answer.
Okay.
Yes.
You don't want to talk about that. Just in general,
Okay,
like how
let's
do
talk
you
about
actually
general.
deal? Yeah, not just
so
a specific person. Just in general, how do you deal with people saying, "Hey, saying things about you?" Because the internet is nasty. Yeah?
It's very bad. I've trended twice to this point. Maybe more than twice. There's others that I didn't see, but the ones that hit hard were twice.
These two.
The first time it was me. I was at fault.
Okay.
We can talk about that one.
Yeah, I want to hear that one. Because I don't follow these things, so like
I'm glad. I like meeting people who live under a rock.
I don't follow these things.
But that time, I posted a video. I was talking about an incident that happened with a guest where I had to cancel on her last minute, and I was it wasn't the best video. It didn't paint a good light. It didn't go well at all. And I trended, and it got bad.
So
it reached radio. It reached radio.
Jeez.
I had newspapers calling me for interviews on it.
Yeah.
It was bad. But you know what? When you trend and you are in the wrong, I feel like it's better. Yeah, it's better that now. It's just my chance to take accountability, to rectify it, to apologize to those people who I need to apologize to, and to learn from the whole thing. Right? It's just when you trend for nonsense.
Did you go back and address that situation with
the guest? Oh yeah. No. The thing is, with that story, there was a huge chunk of it that was left out. That guest was never left stranded, and I think that's the impression that a lot of people got from my story and what people were adding onto the story. she was sorted out on that day. We did cancel on her, but we didn't leave her stranded. We helped her find another place. She didn't want the other places, so we sent her a refund. She had her money immediately. That
so
same
there was
day.
actually a solution.
There was a solution. It wasn't nice.
never
It
got
definitely
to
wasn't
the
nice.
internet, yeah.
But that didn't reach the internet, and that's fine. I don't really mind. But I did still take accountability for the whole thing. But the other trending is like, why? Why?
Yeah, but doesn't it come with being a public figure?
It does.
You're always
It
gonna
does come with the territory. But my fear is that, okay, it's not really a fear, but it is, we are all human, and there are certain things that will bug you. Even if you are strong, you come across as strong and you can take things. But at the back of your head, you're always going to be like, but I don't want to always be that problematic person, like, imagine my future husband is watching this and he's just like, this girl is just always involved in things. And that's not me, But yeah, when it comes with the territory, what I do is I don't read comments. Beyonce taught me that.
Yeah.
My mentor,
You
Beyonce.
should. You definitely shouldn't. Yeah.
No, I don't read comments. I also tell my friends, like, if you see any videos about me, don't bring them to me. That's none of my business. That's that person's business. So the other day when Dr. Matthew started trending, and then I saw his videos, and then my friend was like, "Oh, he made a video about you." I'm like, what video is this? I found it on that day that he actually made a video talking smack about me. It was very funny. Because I had never seen it, because I purposefully do not watch other people's videos about me. I don't read people's comments about me, all that sort of thing. That's the only way that I can protect.
Also include the Instagram as well.
Instagram, for some reason, the hate hasn't been bad.
Yeah, because I'm saying that because Instagram is more kind.
Yes,
for some reason.
they behave.
It's like every other, yeah.
And I don't have Twitter. And on TikTok, my comments are filtered.
Okay.
So, yeah, no, that's the only way to protect me. I cannot be bothered about every single person's opinion of me. I'll never get anywhere in life. Everyone is always going to have an opinion, and their opinion of me is not what my truth is.
What you actually know, and what people around you know as well.
I don't have a problem to admit when I'm wrong. I was wrong that time when I trended the first time. But the second time, that's just people's opinions, and that's not my ndaba, that's theirs.
Okay. All right. No, I don't want to make this interview a bit longer, much longer than it needs to be. But what can we expect from you in the future?
Hey, man, I'm just always going with the wind. I'm always looking for bigger challenges for myself, and when I find success in those challenges, I'm always willing to share them with other people.
Would you take on like a rural area and revamp it into something luxurious?
I haven't done rural. I would like to do proper rural. I've done township and it worked out fine, so I would like to do like a proper rural thing, like make some luxury cabin in the bundus. I haven't done it yet because it's going to be super, super expensive. But I think it'll be worth it. But yeah, I'm always just looking for like bigger
opportunity
challenges.
to do something.
Yes. I'd like to be on TV.
In what sense?
I want to be on TV.
Like a reality show?
Not reality. I don't think my life is that interesting for reality. Also,
but they fabricate.
I don't think that's the thing.
Yeah.
I was on this TV show that we will not mention right now, and in the background, the director was telling me to respond like this. I said that is not how I would respond normally. So no, don't do that. And then even I had to sign a contract for them to have rights to air the stuff, and I refused to sign it before my lawyer had a look at it, and it was a big drama. And I was like, no, we need to change this part, because you're basically saying that you can twist things and edit them to make it sound like I said this when I actually didn't say that. So I don't think I would do reality TV, but I would like to have a show, like maybe like a
YouTube show.
A YouTube show?
Like your day in life type of thing, just showing people out.
Vlogs.
Like when you actually going on site to design these places, what goes
That's
into
the show
it.
that I would like to have.
Yeah.
Yes. Like on TV though.
On TV. Why TV?
There's such a big audience out there that is not on social media.
But
no, they're
you know
there.
what? I get that, but like I feel like the times are changing. Most people, I have all these subscriptions, but I always end up on YouTube, eh? for
You do?
everything. Yeah.
No,
I end up on YouTube. I'll sit there and watch a movie, maybe 10, 15 minutes in, and I'll go on YouTube and just watch.
No, like there's like I'm already in front of the ones on social media. There's another audience that I haven't reached yet, and that's like your TV audience, your radio audience. Radio, it'd be nice to be on the radio a bit more too. But
okay, all right. No, thanks for hosting me and this very lovely drink. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I'll be sure to leave all of details in the description. And yeah, check out her masterclasses. And yeah, that's it. Tribe leader Don Riz. Okay.
yes.
We're done.